Hey there, everybody. Once again, it is Dandy Dragon, and I am joined by the most special of guests, the most important of emperors, the man who rules the lands in the Abbasid Empire, Emperor Jarin. A man who
Yes.
needs no introduction. I shouldn't even have given him one. You know, he doesn't even need
No,
it.
I
I should.
deserve at least 3 introductions. So we'll take that one. I'm now introducing myself, so that's number 2, and I'll let the audience give me the third introduction.
Yeah,
So there you go. You have homework now,
yeah.
audience.
In the
I
comments
look
section,
forward to not reading your comments.
in the comments section, all of you must give an introduction for Jarin, and it needs to be as nice and kind and honorable and respectful as possible. I'm sure no one will say anything mean.
No one can, for legal reasons.
Yeah, we have everyone under contract.
Yep.
All right,
And
you
now
ready?
we're going to watch a video game be played.
Yep. On the community side, we have Galactic, the champ himself, running English like a coward. We have Zeromus, a relatively new member of the community, who is also playing English like a Chad. Uh, we
Yeah, exactly. No,
exactly
that checks out.
checks out. We have
Yeah.
Xerinium on Abbasid, the best camel civ in the game, forgetting to finish his meal before gathering berries.
Oh no.
Um,
It should be fine. Like
yeah,
it should still give them the yeah, there it
it'll
goes.
be good. We
Let me
have
get the
Killer
extra 100.
Dude on Byzantines, and Killer Dude, he knows himself some cistern and winery. He likes the water and wine. It's good man, that
Yes.
Killer Dude. We see
Mhm.
Udid for the opponents with the FABI
Orange.
fighter. We have Viewy Booch on Byzantines. What a
The
name!
mighty pooch.
The Mighty Booch with very much
Yep.
views, very view.
Hmm.
We have Mongols with the nines. Hopefully he doesn't pull out the nines. And lastly, we have Alex AK. I wonder if that 500 has a 47 in there somewhere. You know,
Probably.
yeah. He's a Bassett. I'm sure he's gonna give him the old nines. They got the AK
Yes,
and the nines, dude.
they do.
Now we see a very standard opening from La English with the two starting farms, so that way they don't run out of berry or sheep, not berries. Yeah, guys, sheep are now fruits and they grow on bushes.
What do you mean now? They've always
That
been if not fruits, then at least vegetables.
Yes,
Um,
you know what? With the look they give me sometimes, I would not doubt they are vegetables. So we
right.
had a very important discussion. We wanted to make this game as just hectic as possible, and because I did view this live as they were playing it with a 5 minute
Oh,
delay,
okay.
so
Mhm.
I had a few inklings of what happens, and
Gotcha. I've
suffice.
heard speak of what has occurred, and I'm very excited for Abbasid might.
Yeah, the
The
bastards will be
glorious
good.
Camel Legion will rise.
Yeah,
Um,
the Empire never slowed down on the Abbasid Empire. Now, immediately, if we look at Killer Dude's perspective, he has decided he gonna wall boy. He gonna wall that Udid player.
I like that.
Now, here's a mistake, and I did. Killer Dude is very well aware of this, so no one give him crap for this. He didn't put it in the middle of the canyon. He put it on the inside of the canyon. So it's gonna take a little
Oh,
bit longer to get up. And now, when we look,
okay.
if we look at the fighter, he is actually walling the actual middle of the canyon, so they're
Oh
walling
shit.
each other's bills in.
I love that. That's always my favorite thing. Like, and you don't see it very often except on a map like Turtle Ridge.
And then Killer Dude puts up a wall to deny the other wall.
Hell
And then
yes.
they destroy Killer Dude's wall. Oh, I was in 2 times speed by accident there.
Huh. I wondered about that. Let me catch up. I'm at 3. What are you at?
I'm at 4:30. So get to like the 5-minute mark, and we should be at about the same time.
All right. There we go.
Yeah, I'm just, guys, I'm such a good like streamer. I don't make mistakes.
Who does?
I know, right?
Yeah, I am enjoying the shenanigans going on here.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am now at 4:55, by the way.
All right, and there we go.
All right, so
we're
all
about
caught
the same
up.
time.
We're all caught up with each other. Now, Killer Dude just doing. He's gonna get out some early Limitanai, it looks like, to make sure he can finish that wall, because he wants to finish it. He started it. He doesn't want it to just have a gap for no reason. You never want gaps in your walls.
True.
Oh no! He goes for stone walls. That's right.
Yep. Gonna stonewall in the Abbasid player.
Oh, Xerinium goes for the early walls on both the Abbasid and the Mongol player, while Killer Dude is continuing to wall in the Udid player. And here's
Nice.
a big issue for Udid. Plays like this work very well against them. And Galactic just killed a gate there, which cost them wood. The Udid, if I could speak English for 10 seconds, their villagers are basically double. So by the pure fact that this villager has been idled, has killed the Udid economy.
Yeah, like he's got 2 idle vills. Not just the one building the wall, but he's also got an idle villager in his next to his town center that should be building a house. He finally notices that he's been housed for who knows how long.
Oh, for quite a while, for about 2 minutes now. So
Damn, that's rough.
This Udid player is on 18 vills versus Killer Dude's 24.
Yeah.
He should be at least at like 22 or so, or 21, but he is not.
I would think 21. Yeah, for vill counts for Udid at this point in the game. So yeah, losing all of those vills and losing all of that gathering time, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I see he went for mine work. Usually the go-to choice for Udid. I'll be honest with this being Turtle Ridge, I think Aachen would have been a better choice.
I would agree.
Hoover up the golden stone nodes super fast, and then you have the wood line in the back. And once the nodes are gone, you just transition into easy farms, and get the food income that Udid so desperately needs. And he'll have plenty of time to do that because he is locked behind stone walls.
Yep. But he also makes the mistake. He put up a wood wall here to try to go around Killer Dude's wall that he had placed in the middle of his wood wall, and that wall, his own wall, denied his military from even attempting from stopping the stone wall. So that just countered himself, and now there's Limitanai that can reach through those walls. So he's actually able to win this fight through the wall with spearmen.
Yeah.
And then Xerinium,
you hate to see it.
Xerinium has both Abbasid and Mongols walled in, and the Mongol went for an all Keshic rush.
Oh, that's super lucky then for Xerinium's team, walling in the Mongol Keshic player.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's beautiful. Love to see it.
Keshics get walled in. The Udid player got his eco completely jacked up. He this map with the way the relics were, if he got all those relics in front of his base, it would almost be GG. Like that would be too much for most civs to be able to handle in terms of that infinite gold. And he could just spam out like good gilded like men-at-arms or knights.
Men-at-arms, gilded lanchknights, gilded knights, yeah.
Yeah, the gilded legions. And it doesn't matter now because he's just been put in the pits. And the Mongol...
Yeah, but I feel like getting walled in on Turtle Ridge, like, it's only a problem if you're planning on rushing and this map is not well suited for rushing. And Udid is also not suited for rushing. They can rush, but they're better off just going for a fast castle, getting their full military potential online quickly. So, I feel like he just kind of let his nerves. I feel like the Udid player just let his nerves get to him by getting walled in like this. I do like the ram coming out. That's gonna break down the stone wall pretty easy. And that's really all you need. You just need a quick ram.
Oh,
Break down the stone wall.
and he's getting messed up with the pathing because he built his wood wall so close to the stone wall. The ramp can only hit one section, which delayed it a little bit. And suddenly the king and the archers are going to be able to put pressure on this ram and probably even kill it at the current rate it's going if he doesn't pull out.
Yeah, he should just ungarrison the units that are in the ram and fight off the king. But clearly he's been very, very thrown off of his game plan by what happened.
He does pull the military out now, and he does get the surround on the king, which will allow them to kill it very quickly, but not before the ram is just too injured to finish off the wall. And suddenly there's 2 legions of longbowmen killing his gilded units.
Damn. Yeah.
The Udid player just completely getting disrespected here. The only players on their teams that are reacting very efficiently to this is the Abbasid and the Byzantines. The Abbasid already
5
on
TCs.
5 TC. That
Oh
eco is going to
I
skyrocket.
love this Abbasid player. This is my new favorite player in the whole game. Alex AK500. You are my favorite person in the whole world, and I hope that everyone can watch what you're doing and learn from it and flourish the way that you are flourishing.
Yeah.
Because this is what you do on Turtle Ridge when you get stonewalled in. You recognize that your opponent does not want to rush, and you boom like an absolute madman.
The stone that Xerinium put into these walls is the stone that would have cost him to go 2 to 3 TC. So suddenly, Xerinium is so far behind them, despite being 2 TC or being Abbasid himself as well, that he's no way going to keep up with this 6 TC opener. He has queued up the 6 bloody TC. This is
Hell yes.
That eco is going to be insane.
This is what you want to see. If you're a Abbasid, this is the dream right here.
Yeah, they
getting
gave you free
billion
walls.
town centers. Yeah, exactly. It's literally free real estate.
Yep.
You just sit in your corner, you get all of the town centers, and you flourish. Just 800 out of 200 villagers, and eat all the resources, and then you unleash the camels.
Yep. And we do see in the middle, Galactic has rushed into castle. I say rushed, he went 2 TC into castle, and he has actually got white tower on a large section of the relics, on top of being in the dead middle almost. So orange and
really
yellow
that.
could not help each other if they wanted to without going through this white tower.
Which, that's really good for Galactic. One of the first players to actually hit Castle Age. At the moment, there's only 3 Castle players. You got Blue, Orange, and him. Blue finally breaking through the stone walls with a pair of rams. Now moving over to Yellow to free the Yellow player from the imprisonment that has done really nothing to slow their roll.
Yep. Now, this is really good for Galactic. On 67 eco, grabbing all the relics as English, boy howdy, his economy is insane. The Abbasid player, even more so, at 85 villagers by the 14-minute mark. By the 15-minute mark, this guy is going to be just, done. He's good. He will... At the 16-minute mark, he will need to produce no more villagers. He's done. His eco will be over.
Nice. The one thing I would like to see from Galactic is for him to move the relics to his base rather than leaving them out in the middle.
Mhm.
Because having him just sitting there, like, yeah, it's protected by the White Tower for now, but you can't guarantee that the White Tower will be
Oh,
safe forever. So
yeah.
it'd
Like
be
it's
nice to put them back in his own home turf.
Yeah, just and he's got the resources, I believe. Yeah, he could start building up a monastery and just slowly transporting all the relics over there one by one. Like
Hmm.
here soon, he could have 4 like monasteries in his base and just have all the relics.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, I wouldn't even like be upset if he um, doesn't have the relics in a monastery. Just deny them from your opponents.
yep,
Like, obviously, you want to be gathering the resources from them, but
yep.
um,
Now
if you can't, then that's fine too.
we do see the Udid player is having troubles, but Green is coming to save him with mass Kyro siphons.
Pyro siphons. Yeah,
And
I am enjoying that.
I do think this is a huge mistake from Galactic. He's putting Berkshire by the White Tower. I think if he put Berkshire in front of Blue's base and then reset the walls, that would be Blue out of the game, you know?
Right.
I
Hard to say. Like, I don't hate the Berkshire positioning from Galactic. I personally, I'm not this aggressive of a player, so if it was
Yeah.
me, I probably would have put both of those closer to my own base than what he did. Although I do recognize that the offensive use of it is probably better.
yeah.
But yeah, I think having it there is fine. Like it's gonna be a real pain for the opponents to break through this position. You got double White Tower. You're gonna have the Berkshire as well, and yeah, it's gonna be a nightmare to break through.
Yeah. Over here, though, in the Bassett corner, we see them going Imperial, or they're ready to go Imperial, and they're on 130 eco, and they're just putting keeps up now and getting infrastructure. They're playing this the way you play Turtle Ridge. You boom efficiently for a while if you get locked into like early aggro, or not locked in, but you get pressed on with early aggro or early walls, and you just boom to your heart's content. Like these walls aren't hurting you. Military isn't getting into your base because you can't kill players fast enough on Turtle Ridge.
Yeah, stone walls also keep the player who built them out, as well as you in, and yeah, for a civ like a Bassett, like they don't care.
Yep.
You've got plenty of resources in your own base to hoover up, so you don't worry too much about map control. That is for the rest of your teammates. So yeah, I really like this.
We do see
my bad.
Galactic and Killer Dude are preparing to just put the final nail in the coffin on Orange over here as they set up a keep
Yeah.
and gather military. They will respond very quickly to an attack from Green. Them trying to put on pressure, but at this point, like Orange is so far behind, he can't really like help win the fight that much. And Green taking that fight solo just meant he threw away his army.
Yeah, Orange did not Orange just kind of got super thrown off of his game when he got walled in, which
Yep.
is kind of tough to see. I'm a big fan. Like, obviously, I love Abbasid and all things Camel, but I also really enjoy Order of the Dragon. So seeing him just make so many misplays, it's heartbreaking for me.
Yeah.
It's like, this is not a position that he should not be in this position.
Yeah.
Like, getting walled in should not have
Killed him
hindered
so hard.
him yeah, exactly.
He was
Like,
clearly either going aggro or fast castle, and that threw him off. But now we see a huge play from Blue, diving with veteran Keshiks into the English base, and their healing is just letting them tank all this TC fire. 12 Keshiks alone have ruined the Galactic economy.
damn. Oh, that is rough to see for Galactic. Like, oof. He's
Like,
trying to get his vills out. 42 vills running away. running out of his own base, trying
Yep.
to get away from the Keshiks.
Over to the spears. Honestly, I think he would have just been better off tanking the hits and just using the.
He should have just garrisoned.
Well, he did
Like, he
garrison
should've
to the
garrisoned-
max. He garrisoned to the max. But
Okay.
he just didn't
So
have
the
enough.
mills that are in here. Gotcha.
Yeah, but then his idea was to get walls up and let the
Oh.
spears tank it, but then more Keshiks come in. And Galactic will lose more bills. He was on 2 TC. He is down to 74 eco, which means he's behind even like 1 TC players right now, or even with them.
Oof. Yeah, that is painful for Galactic. But while that's happening, he's making a really nice push into Blue's base. So
Yep.
it's
Kind of
not
trading
like,
here.
yeah, pretty much. And then you've still got Killer Dude and it's just Killer Dude at this point pushing into Orange, cleaning his base up.
Yeah. Those, the Keshiks are back into the farms.
Hell yes.
Galactic's eco is getting hammered right now, but Blue is not in a better position. He's losing
Yeah,
all
this
his
is basically just
infrastructure.
kind of an even trade for those two players. Like, yeah, it's bad for Galactic, but it's not really any better for Blue.
Ooh, those Lanchmax
now-
are doing work on that front line. Sadly, they just do not have numbers. And the Mass
Yeah.
Cairo Siphon crossbow longbowmen, man, Byzantine's having the longbowmen does so much work, man. I know jab throwers are kind of the meta right now, but you get 50 longbowmen, 30, 40, doesn't matter, whatever, they're gonna do some work.
Yep. And right now we've got the Gulons coming in. I just saw a nice
take-
little conversion from Galactic.
Yep. But they do take down the Berkshire. Legit, just
Oh, yes.
3 Trevs and some Ghulams doing the work of the gods.
Right?
And
Yeah.
oh man, Ghulams and Imperial, man, those are elite Ghulams. Those aren't just any Ghulams, they're the elite.
Yep.
They're
Almost
taking-
fully upgraded. They've got the bonus health from the House of Wisdom. Doesn't look like he's built a university yet. Oh no, he did. Oh, he did actually get the. Maybe he just got.
elite army
Yeah,
tactics.
he just got elite army tactics to buff them up even more. So yeah, these Gulons are a terror.
Yep, and look
They
at these
are.
keeps. He has just filled the front of his base and Blue's base with just keeps on the choke. That's going to be
Yeah.
hard to push through. And they can't get White Tower up. They get Berkshire from Zeromus. The Bills got sniped out and he did not realize it. So he never finishes this. He's not finishing yet.
Oh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Galactic getting hit real hard right now.
Yeah, Galactic's economy now at 38 villagers. He was on nearly 100 and he's down to 38.
Damn. Good job, opposing team. Like, that said, like, it's rough for Galactic, but he's been able to do pretty much the same thing, if not more damage to the blue player. And Orange is basically out of the game at this point. Like, I see 14 vills for Orange. Yeah, that's it. Just 14 vills and a dream for Orange. And not much better for blue.
At this point,
Yeah.
it is the Abbasid hard carrying with just mass Gulam. He's taking down White Tower, Berkshire.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Just taking out everything with this Gulam spam, getting rid of these relics. Like you said, he needed those relics out of the middle because he's about to lose 3.
Yep. There goes that. Let's see.
Gulam's
got-
go Burr.
They really do. And I'm loving that. Just nothing but... Yeah, nothing but Gulams. Just 52 Gulams going on. It'd be nice to see him send some of those Gulams to clean out Blue's base. But I do understand why he's focusing so hard on
On mid.
getting in the mid. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. When
And-
you're the one person who's got to single-handedly
carry the fight.
Yeah, Like there's too many fires that for one person to put out, but he's the only one that can put them out.
And sadly, Orange only has 6 vills left, and he's been walled in with stone wall towers.
Ugh, poor bastard. Yeah, no, he's super dead.
Yeah. The Gulams and the Byzantine Limitanei and Siege are all they have left at this point in the game. But right now, it's putting in that work, dude. They're losing mid hard right now. Galactic's Eco having been just absolutely crumped. Zeromus losing to Berkshire, so his resources got whacked hard. So he's got to prepare new stuff in his base. And Xerinium doing all that early walls just killed his economy, so he's trying to play catch up right now too. So you have 2 players who basically aren't able to put much military into the middle, and one of them is, and one of the 2 that can fight is just busy making sure that the UDID player cannot stay in this game, and is now trying to hold the flank. And his keep with the Mangonel, it goes down.
Yeah. And green tried to get a keep of their own up. Well, tried to get 2. Did succeed at getting 1. The other one got cannoned down. And yeah, green at least is one of the other 2 participants in this match on the opposing side. So not all done and dusted for the enemy team yet.
Oh man, those Gulams though, they are doing the work of the bloody Abbasid gods. Jesus.
Yeah, it's the Abbasid Gulams are just single-handedly carrying this entire game for the enemy team. Like, no one else has anything that can do anything about it. Okay, that's Xerinium wall.
Like, Xerinium has keep on the middle with double Mangonel, and that's gonna hold this line, but barely. Like, even Killer Dude is losing everything in the middle. Like, he probably has to pull back here. Luckily, Galactic finally put in a wall, boys.
A little bit of a wall. It's mostly
Xerinium's
wall. Yeah, but there's a little bit from Galactic. It's a non-zero amount.
Yep, and those Keshiks suddenly are taking out the Mangonels that they needed just to hold back the Mangonel swarms. That's rough.
Yeah.
Losing even one of those is killer here. And
is not what you want to see. And he's got the Blue's moving those 2 Keshiks to try to get the nest of bees. Might get 1. I don't think. Yeah. Okay. Not quite able to get 1. 15 hit points left for that knob. Yeah, they're doing, considering how much pressure this blue team was on, like, they're holding it out fairly well.
Yeah.
Against our red team here.
The Order of the Dragon, though, like, legit has nothing. He doesn't have a single building. He doesn't have a single bill. He has nothing. But the Gulam
the only way he's
camels,
getting in
oh man,
is
Yep.
Gulam the camels.
Recipe for
winning
victory.
the day.
We see Killer Dude and Galactic have lost all their positions in middle. Galactic trying desperately to save what relics he can before they can grab them.
Right.
Which is smart. Like, at this
got
point,
2
you gotta
so
get
far, so that's pretty nice. Yeah. He should be just bringing. I don't understand the point of double conversion there, but pop off, I guess.
Weird flex, but okay.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
We do.
Then we've got Xerinium with a farm square in the middle as well.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? We do see Green has snuck some vills back into Orange's base and is going to start repairing that TC.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, that's I mean, that's necessary to get Orange back into the game.
And
like, without that,
Yellow.
they're dead.
Yellow's pulling vills to save Orange. And this is the time to do it. You push your opponents out of the mid. Like, they don't, like, there's not anything your opponents have that's winning. Like, only these 2 keeps. These 2 keeps is all they got. And they've
Yep,
lost
and
middle.
yeah, and you've got a big old mass of gulams to burn down the keep. There's some pyro-siphons, 2 royal cannons as well. So yeah, the keep, like middle, is no longer going to be owned by red team. So
Yep.
good job from blue team at finally somewhat stabilizing.
Yep.
Mostly stabilizing.
But suddenly, we see the underdog of underdogs, Zeromus, coming in with 27 hand cannoneers from Imp.
Damn, that's glorious.
If there was a moment where they needed a sudden increase in military power in the mid, this was it. Backed by some men-at-arms from Galactic and a few hand cannoneers of their own, the Gulons are finally going down.
Melted, yeah. Yeah, those hand cannoneers could not have arrived at a more necessary time.
Yep.
Well, they could have. They could have been here earlier.
They could have been here earlier, but if they were even a second later, it would have been over. They would have been pushing into Killer Dude or Xerinium, and suddenly Killer Dude finally has a Lanchneck men-at-arm and hand cannoneer block to push out with his allies.
He's also got 50 vills coming out to build something, probably.
Let's see. They're running over to Orange's base to secure his resources.
Oh, that's great. Unfortunately for Killer Dude, Green has got stone walls up to keep enemies out.
Yep.
So
he's got to pull those vills back. But we do see the hand cannoneers from Zeromus has completely devastated the Gulam horde, and he is pushing up.
Yeah, that was extremely needed from for the red team. Like, now that they've got the mass of gunpowder units to deal with the Gulams, you see a transition out of Gulams from the yellow player. Looks like he is mostly going. Okay, he's got 8 camel archers left, and the camel archers are going to trade in way better against the hand cannons
than Gulams.
than the Gulams. So.
Hey, but you want to know what counters Nest of Bees? 30 hand cannoneers.
True.
Oh man, we do see the hand cannoneer blob has finally been defeated, but not before they managed to re-secure a large section of the middle and time for Xerinium and Killer Dude to push out. Suddenly we have Xerinium with mass spearmen, hand cannoneers, and Gulons of his own, backed by even more hand cannoneers from Zeromus. Zeromus has found the answer, and it is gun.
Yep.
They thought they had the 9s in the AK, but no, it was Zeromus the whole time. Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh man.
Interesting. We got the Cognate Palace kind of spawning in.
A few units here and there.
Yeah. Which is not bad, not the best. Oh, never rebuilt the deer stones.
At this point, what does deer stones do, you know? It gave the ability, and they don't have towers, so it's a waste of wood. And we do see the mass hand cannoneer from Zeromus is basically on its own pushing back the Abbasid horde. There's a few men-at-arms just holding the front line, and Xerinium has got a few treads there taking out the keeps. But in terms of actual killing power, it is just that 38 hand cannoneer.
Yep, and you don't really need much else for killing power, considering what they're going up against. Abbasid probably should be building some mangonels with their Gulams.
With the mass that they're just pumping out. But at this point, they're running low on food despite how much they have. And suddenly we see Killer Dude has found their little haven in Orange's base and is massacring Bills. And he's going to be rushing in.
Left, right, and center. If these men-at-arms from Orange were land snakes instead, all of those villagers would be dead.
Yep.
And that would be so beautiful. But they're men-at-arms instead. So they all get away.
And it sucks for Order because he has got the Swabby up finally And that eco, if another 2 minutes, dude, he probably could have held like Killer Dude back on his own. Like the eco you get from Swabi is so good. Just 4 minutes is what he needed. But sadly, it is too little, too late, and now the middle has been held.
Once
by
again,
Zero.
it is retaken by the red team. Yep, Zero's hand cannon blob
With revolt wings.
clean up. Ooh, yeah. That's awesome.
He has got just pure DPS. If he was a D&D character, he would only know how to swing sword or go fireball. This is a fireball build here.
This is Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah. Oh, and it's just, and the Ghulams are getting melted. Absolutely devastated, man.
Ooh, we got a Weepy Pow trying to take out enemy keeps, but yeah, I don't think that Weepy Pow is going to last long against the hand cannon blob. But, there it goes.
Yep. Just absolutely melted. Rebalquin's killing Keshix, hand cannoneers melting everything. We see Killer Dude. He is tired of this Order of the Dragon. He is dropping keeps
on top of the enemy town center. Oh, that is brutal yet beautiful. God, that is, yeah, this is rough if you're a fan of Udid.
Yeah. And Killer Dude just immediately goes for putting up towers and houses and is going to start stealing all his golds. Swabi getting melted by Limitanai and bringing guards. Nesta Bees taking down TC alongside the Keep. Order of the Dragon once again is just taken out.
And that is so painful for poor Udid.
Yep. And we see that Zeromus, he is holding that middle with a steel bloody grip. Those Revoltwins and hand cannoneers are leaving no prisoners.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's intentional or not, but Galactic has, well, had 3 monks, still has 1, healing up the hand cannon blob, which kept them good for a minute. Looks like either a mangonel shot or
Nesta Bees.
Nesta Bees. Okay.
And they killed the Nesta Bees once again with mass hand cannoneers.
But not before the hand cannons go down.
Yeah, they lost about half their mass there.
Yeah.
Oh man, and the Ghulams once again with camel support, it's just pouring into the middle. This Abbasid player knows no quits. He knows nothing but camel and Ghulam.
Yep.
Is there Ilalu? No. Is there Mercy? No. It is camels and Ghulams. That's all the language he knows.
Camels and death for you, as is deserved.
Yep.
Oop, and there go the trebuchets.
Yep.
That did not last long.
Blue definitely not really in this game, but that Cav core is putting in some bloody fuck work.
Yeah, no, it's doing work.
Part of my
the
French...
Keshix blob and the cam, yeah. Keshix and the warrior monks doing some nice jobs.
That was a clutch Wololo from Orange. Hid the monks behind the white tower, and then went for a double Wololo while they were distracted with the push on the right. So suddenly he stole half of Killer Dude's army.
Oh, that's. I wish I heard the Wololo, but I didn't see it.
4 mangonels get on top of the hand cannoneers. Oh, that hurts.
Yep. Yeah.
That was a good response.
The mangoes are gone though, so worth it though. Getting rid of all of the hand cannons. Ooh, that's Reltzy that we're seeing from Killer Dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Zero still with his mass of gunpowder.
Yep.
Finally moving up against the
Legions.
camel and camel Ghulams. Melting pretty much anything that dares get too close to them.
The Keshik sniping out all the trebuchets, and
all
Udid has is 2 prelates each with the relic ready for battle, just Wololoing everything and keeping them alive. this is a play. U didn't heard no bells. I give respect for this man. He is trying to keep himself in this game and be a
he's
proactive
doing
member.
everything that he can, which is almost nothing, but he's still doing everything that he can.
Hey, he took half an army with that.
Right.
With 2 prelates in a dream, he stole half an army. And they can't get through the triple keep, wood wall, and mass camels that the Abbasid have, so they can't push him. And then they have mass Keshiks and a stone wall on blue, so they can't get through him. Suddenly, like, despite having reclaimed the middle, they cannot get through these choke points. And the legions are just holding.
Yep.
Now, the one issue that Turtle Ridge has is it is a bunch of choke points. So we see green is out of golds completely on his side of the map. Blue has a node and a half left, and yellow has no gold left. Suddenly, they are getting very poor very quickly. Without trade, they cannot maintain armies, and there's just nothing left from orange. They've lost the middle, so trade is no longer viable. So it's a matter of they got to make some very smart, decisive plays right now.
Yeah, they could break down Xerinium's walls in the yellow-blue corner, and get a trade route going right there. But I don't know if they have the ability to, like, I don't know if they can afford to spare any military to cleaning up for trade, because they've got so much pressure going on everywhere. We now see green getting heavily pushed because, as you mentioned, there's really you can't push into blue or yellow right now, and orange is dead. So wisely focusing on getting into the green player, since that's the one that you can push. And he's got... Orange has his 2 prelates on standby, but they've got another 36 seconds before they can try any conversions.
I gotta say though, dude, Zeromus's Revoltwin and Hankanir core is just the backbone of this middle. It is killing all the Keshiks, all the camels, all of it is falling before the 5 freaking Revoltwins. And mass Hankannirs, like, dude, that's rough. Like, that is hard to break through. And Zeromus is like, it's kind of a, like, I wouldn't say a brilliant play, but he's being smart that he's not wasting this core. He's making sure that if they need to fall back, this is here under White Tower, under Berkshire, that if there's ever an issue, they can win a fight. He's not running into mass mangonels. He's not throwing this into into choke points. He's like, hey, my army is squishy, but it is powerful.
It is exquisitely designed for killing off any enemy armies. And so, why waste it trying to push into buildings and potential siege when that's not what it's good at doing? So it may not be the optimal play, but it is a smart play from Zeromus.
And Xerinium loses his entire army to the double Wololo.
Hell yes. Oh, you'd love to see that.
Those mines are doing the work of the gods. Like, pun intended. Man, they're hanging on by a thread with that sort of stuff right now. And we do see the Revoltwins have moved up to hold the line for Galactic while they tried to get the wall up. But they do see the quad Mangonel and mass Keshiks, so they do pull back to the hand cannoneers. But at this point, this is rough.
Oh no, Xerinium's gonna... Oh, did not lose his bombard. Even though the Keshik... Yeah, I think they were... it looked like Blue was thinking about pushing into the Revoltwins, but then changed his mind at the last second. Oh, there goes the bombard.
There, bombard goes down. And we just see this quad Mangonel and mass camels is just holding back everything. And the reason it can is because like the only person that actually has good mass right now on this flank is like Zeromus. He is just putting out all this pressure in the middle every time they try to push out. And man,
anything that the mangonels like couldn't kill, the camel riders should be able to get.
Yep.
So, but immediately, having said that, we see both getting pushed back by Gulams and the Randys, the Revoltans.
The men-at-arms from Galactic and the Gulans from Xerinium able to dive, and suddenly the hand cannoneers are free to put on pressure. But once again, they just can't push through these keeps. They don't have good siege. They're trying to get rams up on this.
They're getting rams up. Xerinium also has 2 trebuchets in the back for some safe, slow pushing. So this might be the beginning of the end. We're not seeing anything that's able to deal with the trebuchets from the blue team at all.
Yeah, they're running low on gold and wood, and like look at the back of Yellow's base. He is strip mining the wood.
Yeah, as he needs to.
Yeah.
Like, that's really the only other resource that he has at the moment. He's got, plenty of food and wood, and those are the only resources that he has access to. And it looks like Nine's just tapped out, so Blue has called it
Quits
for GG, and that should mean that it'll only be a matter of time for the other 3. Yeah, there goes. There goes green, orange. It has been out of the game forever. And it's just a matter of Yellow realizing that he cannot win a 1v4.
Yeah.
So
I'll say he's holding it for now.
Right? Yeah, it was a good game. The pressure that got put on Orange rippled him for the whole game, which was kind of sad to see as an Udid enjoyer. But for Galactic and company, keeping it one player out of the game for basically the entire game really paid off for them. As well as securing the relics early, made that big difference. Having those 6-7 relics for most of this game time gave them gold that the other players, the other team just didn't have access to. So, it hurt when Galactic's eco got raided to death, but while Galactic's eco was dying, he was killing off Blue's eco too. So it was a pretty even trade on that regard.
Yep, I would say it was probably about dead even. And somehow the Yellow player is still in this. The keep is still up. He's actually pushing back the Revolt Twins.
Yes. I mean, Abbasid, once you have a fully functional Abbasid eco, as long as you have access to resources, you can hold forever. Just about. But your opponents are going to have more and better resource access than you will. So even though they're doing great, it is only a matter of time before Yellow dies.
One can only do so much against just reckless hand cannoneer and Revolt Twins.
Yeah, it's the Revolt Twins that.
Yeah, he's losing the Gulams really fast.
Losing the Gulams, losing the Archers. Can't really afford the Camel Riders.
Yep.
Actually, he could afford the Camel Riders. I guess he's just not building them because
the time it takes for them to come out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll say he is now losing his infrastructure. Hate to see it. He is held on just like a champ.
Dude, this Abbasid player was the linchpin for his team. He is why the blue team was able to hold on for as long as they did.
Yeah, the
he did
Gulams alone
correctly. The Gulam spam was beautiful. He did great at pushing the enemy out of middle. Enabling Orange to get back into the game as best as he could was great. Like, yeah, it was exactly how you needed to play Turtle Ridge.
Yep.
Um,
He was clearly
Especially
so.
once your
Go ahead.
opponents, um, like as soon as he got walled in, he was like, "Yep, don't need to worry about any early aggro. Like I can just boom like an absolute madman," and that's what he did.
Yeah. He played to his strengths very well as a boom sieve. He used the right units. He knew get golems, get camels, put on pressure, go imperial. Like he did it by the book. And sadly, there's just too much pressure on or the dragon, and there was no defense from Mongols. So, they lost 2 players basically early on, and they only took out 1. So it was a little bit kind of the writing on the wall, but dang, they pushed on very well. They were very smart about walling in the Mongol player. They were smart about getting the orange player back in the game as soon as they took the middle. Some great plays by both teams there.
Yep, 100%.
All right. Well, that'll wrap up that game. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Jarin, for joining us. And I hope you all continue to watch and enjoy the videos. Y'all take care.
And like and subscribe and do those things.
Yep. I'll let you finish what you're
Especially
saying
since
there.
you watched the whole video. Like, if you finish this video, you should have hit the like button by now.
I know, right?
So do it.
Y'all
Do it,
take
you
care.
coward.
Y'all take care.